I will call the village regular meeting of the Village of Beach Park Village Board to order. This is the October 8th, 2020 meeting. Roughly 7:03 is our starting time. And I would ask for the clerk to call the roll.
And she is muted.
There she is.
Trustee Gust.
Aye.
Okay. Trustee Jensen.
Present.
Trustee Miller.
Hi. Oh, here.
Trustee Addison.
Here.
Trustee Siddick.
Here.
Trustee Wells.
Here.
Attorney Frollo.
Here.
Mayor Hucker.
Here.
And Clerk McDonald is present.
All right. If you would all rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States
of America.
and to the republic
For which it stands,
one nation,
nation,
indivisible,
God,
with liberty and justice for all.
for all.
Justice for all.
That is so awkward.
There's got to be another way, but I don't know what it is.
If we could sing it, it would be worse.
Oh, boy. All right. Next, we have approval of the minutes of the regular board meeting of September 24th, 2020. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes as presented? Hearing none, do we have a motion to approve?
Richard will make a motion to that.
Second, Miller.
Motion by trustee Gus, second by trustee Miller. Discussion? All right, roll call, please.
Trustee Gust.
Aye.
Trustee Jensen.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Addison.
Aye.
Trustee Siddick.
Aye.
Trustee Wells.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Next up, we have bills presented for payment in the amount of $423,295.07. Do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion, Gust.
Second, Miller.
We have a motion by trustee Gus, second by trustee Miller. Any discussion on the bills? All right, hearing none, ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Trustee Jensen.
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Trustee Addison.
Aye.
Trustee Siddick.
Aye.
Trustee Wells.
Aye.
Trustee Gust.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. We have no special business on the agenda tonight. I'm not seeing any members of the public on our screen. If there is a member of the public attending the meeting, we'd ask that you would unmute yourself and state your name and your case. All right, hearing none, there will be an opportunity at the end of the agenda as well. I don't have any particular items for the mayor's report tonight, so we'll move into trustee reports. First up is trustee Gust.
What can I say but stay nice? It's beautiful outside and stay healthy, young everybody.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Trustee Jensen.
Thank you, Mayor. The only item I have tonight is a reminder of our upcoming Finance Committee meeting, which will be on the 21st of October at 6 p.m. And also, since we have a virtual police officer here tonight, I'd like to point out that tonight at 5 p.m. I noticed we had radar traffic monitoring at Addison and Clark southbound and northbound and southbound at the old cruiser site. So I appreciate that, especially as we get into the time of year when it's dark and we got a lot of pedestrian traffic across there. I think it's important during the rush hours, morning and evening. People are nuts out there that time of day. So I appreciate the effort. That's my report, Mayor.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
All right, trustee Miller.
Thank you, Your Honor. It is once again scary postcard time. Yes, it is. The ever popular controlled burn season is once again back. on behalf of the Lake County Forest Preserve. They are going to be taking a look at what needs to be done at Lions Woods. And everybody in the vicinity, don't be alarmed if you see smoke. It's all controlled. They will be very conscious of the days with extra winds, and they do this to keep the native plants thriving and the invasive plants from taking over. So if anybody needs more information, feel free to contact the Lake County Forest Preserve District on their website or at their Winchester Road office in Libertyville. And that's all I have. Thank you.
I feel so sorry for the deer out there. They, one day they got people shooting at them. The next day they got people lighting fires around them. When do they get to rest?
Right? So when they come in the neighborhoods and eat all the flowers, that's
They
what they
eat all your landscaping. Yep. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Trustee Addison.
I don't have anything public works related, but that did bring you, what you mentioned. I did read an article about the DNR is issuing hunting licenses in the state park property along there. So anyone who likes to walk the paths down there, you might want to get some more information or just wear orange because that's happening.
Good idea.
I don't remember the dates, but it's happening this fall.
I do believe it's all bow hunters.
Bow hunting, right?
Yeah. So they tend to have to be a little closer to the animals. So hopefully they recognize a human versus a deer. But you know what, today, in these days, and being 2020 and all, probably should be wearing orange.
Better safe than sorry. That's all I want.
All right. Thank you. Trustee Siddick.
Thank you. I have an item. I would like to remind everyone that October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So I do know that we have a link that's associated with our website that provides further resources to anyone who is interested. So please visit the website. Is the Sheriff's Office with us tonight?
Yes, Sheriff Chris Cavelli is on the call.
Okay, does the Sheriff's Office have anything that they would like to share with the residents?
No, I think that a good reminder this time of year is, as Trustee Jensen mentioned, it's starting to get dark earlier. The pedestrians, especially with this warm weather, are certainly still out there. We're very sensitive to the concerns of Sheridan Road and keeping the speed down on Sheridan Road. I'm happy to hear that there were a couple of deputies out there this afternoon during rush hour. That is certainly a focus for us. We're getting into, obviously, trick-or-treat season, so we will be out checking on all of our countywide sex offenders to ensure they are in compliance and aren't passing out candy to children, that their lights are out.
Thank you.
Participating in any way. So yeah, those are a couple of things upcoming, and you know, we're here and happy to help with anything that we can or any of the needs of Beach Park.
Thank you very, very much. And Halloween trick-or-treating for the kids is actually on the 31st, I believe, from 2 to 5 p.m.
Yes.
Correct.
And also, do we have Chief Stahl with us this evening?
Chief is in the audience.
Okay, I believe Chief Stahl had a couple of things he would like to mention as well.
Okay.
Chief Stahl, are you with us?
Yes. Would you like him to address those now?
Yes, please.
He's on his way to the podium.
Good evening. Just a couple things. Beach Park will be hosting CPR classes quarterly. So I'll leave you guys some information on that if you please post it on your website also for us.
Sure. Absolutely.
$35, just we ask that they be 13 or older. So like I said, we plan on doing this every quarter now.
Okay.
And if it takes off like we hope it will, we'll move that up to monthly or bi-monthly, seeing what the response is. Other thing I wanted to let everyone know that we're doing a blood drive or attempting to do a blood drive. They ask that we get 30 signatures before they commit to us. So I will leave the information on that, but we plan on hopefully doing that November 21st and 22nd. So it'll be on the Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
We've had pretty good success doing that in the past.
I did see that on Facebook, I believe. I saw advertisement for that or something to that effect.
But
So.
they want the 30 signatures first. It does, if you sign up, it does not say you have to give blood.
Got it.
Just, they want to know that there's an interest in it first before they commit.
Good.
So,
Okay.
so I'll leave that.
Right.
Chief, question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I saw that on Facebook too, and I'd be happy to sign up, but your hours are the same hours that I work. Is there a way to virtually sign this thing?
We can look into that. If not, you can go in there anytime and I will let them know and someone will be there with the paperwork for you to sign.
Just knock on the door and wake them up? Okay.
Absolutely. 4 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thanks.
How did your cleanup go on Saturday?
That went very well. The weather cooperated with us. We finished right before the rain came.
Oh.
So I think we got 8 to 10 bags of garbage, a couple of pieces of large lumber out. Turnout wasn't as big as we had in the past, but
Yeah.
it went well for us. So.
Good. Well, thanks for doing that. That was good.
Absolutely. Twice a year we do that.
Yeah, thank you. And I
I
would
have
like to add
I have a
to
question
the
for Officer
CPR
Bell.
class.
Okay. Hold on a second, Trustee Miller. Hold one moment. Go ahead.
Okay.
Trustee Siddiq.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to follow back up on the CPR classes that you guys are doing. I think that's wonderful. And it looks as though you guys will be able to provide CPR to adults, kids and infants. They will be able to assist choking victims, learn how to administer EpiPens and Narcan. And it looks like that the class is going to be catered towards individuals with no medical knowledge or experience that wish to gain life-saving skills, and that the first class that you guys are going to have is on November 9th from 6 to 9 p.m. at Station 1, and that there's a limited number of spots that are available. And the requirements is that you have to be 13 years or older to register, and the cost is $35 for CPR completion card and CPR keychain, and that anyone interested can call the Beach Park Fire Department, correct?
Yes. And like I said, I'll leave all this information for everyone here.
Yep.
And if you could please put on their website,
Yep.
just so we can get it out more. It's obviously on ours. And
Do our best to promote it. Yep.
yeah.
And before you move on,
Absolutely.
that brings, and I know Regina's waiting, sorry. That brings up something else to mind. And is that service available for if Adrian would like his staff to be brought up to date on CPR first aid?
Absolutely.
And of course, at a reduced cost.
Yeah.
As long as they're 13 years.
He didn't
of age
make
and
that
older.
last part out. I think he was just being polite and saying yes.
Even if Public Works, we can make special arrangements to
Yeah.
have a class just for you guys.
Yeah. Good.
Hope anyone-
Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Trustee Miller, you
Oh,
had a
thank you.
question?
I have a question for Officer Cavelli. Every now and then, I see people walking down the middle of Sheridan Road like it's a walking path. Do the deputies ever stop and inform these people to vacate the middle of the road?
Yes, absolutely. That's a major safety concern for us. We, at a minimum, will make contact with them and let them know that they need to be on the sidewalk or off to the side of the road where they're not in the roadway. If it becomes a habitual issue with specific individuals, the deputies do have the discretion to issue a ticket. We certainly try to educate before we go the citation route, but yes, absolutely. Whether they see it firsthand or we get called over there for a pedestrian being in the road, we certainly don't want to see somebody get hit by a car, especially cars traveling 35, 40, 45 miles an hour.
Right, because, they don't really pay attention. They're just like, it's almost like they're asking for it. I hate to see that. I know it's not anything I could do anything about, but your people can. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Follow up to that, Officer Cavelli, I've seen also between 5, 6 p.m. a fellow bicycling on the wrong side of the road, southbound. I think he commutes that way. And I presume you also enforce the bicycle regulations.
Absolutely. I will make note of that if it's something that's seen daily and ask the deputies, just keep an eye out.
Yeah, it's about that time of day this last week or so. I assume he probably doesn't have a car or driver's license or whatever. And, you know, good for him, he's going to work, but it's quite a hazard when he's riding against traffic like that.
Yeah, we'll pass that along and see if we can't make an educational contact with them.
Thanks.
Good. Thank you for that. Trustee Siddick, were you finished with your report?
Yes, I'm finished. Thank you very much, everyone. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Trustee Wells, have you got anything for us tonight?
Nothing for you today, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you very much. Do we have any additional report from the village administrator tonight?
Nothing for me,
All right.
Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. We have no items on our consent agenda tonight, so we'll move into the ordinances and resolutions portion of our agenda. First up, looks like Trustee Wells has something for us.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have a couple of items for your consideration. First item for consideration is a motion to approve a resolution authorizing an intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Beach Park and the Lake County Land Bank Authority for the acquisition of certain properties. This, of course, is a new agreement between the Village of Beach Park and the Lake County Land Bank Authority for the purpose of utilizing the land bank to address abandoned properties within the village. This agreement provides that the land bank will acquire properties on behalf of the village and either rehab or demolish and rebuild residential buildings that have been abandoned or address vacant lots to construct residential housing. The agreement also identifies parcels that are being approved by the village to be addressed by the land bank authority. The properties in question regarding this particular ordinance is listed as 11472 West Edgewood Road, 38038 North DeWoody Road, 38662 North Lewis Avenue, 38141 Cornell, 12865 Clarendon, and last but not least, 38835 North Sheridan Road. And again, I'd like to entertain this in the form of a motion.
All right. We have a motion for the resolution by Trustee Wells.
Second.
We have a second by Trustee Otterson. Discussion. I might add, this is a resolution that basically adopts the intergovernmental agreement with regard to these parcels. We've structured this way so that the village will always be aware anytime the land bank is considering action on properties within the village. As members of the land bank, we have always got the right of veto per our membership, whereas non-member communities wouldn't have that automatic say. That being said, these are being addressed through an abandonment petition, which basically is seeking to take possession of these properties. Some of them have a large amount of back taxes on them. Some of them are in uninhabitable condition and need to be raised or rehabbed. And so all of the above, this is to work with the land bank to give them our blessing, if I could say it that way, to allow the land bank to proceed with the abandonment proceedings. Our attorney has reviewed the intergovernmental agreement, recommended a few changes which are included in this.
Yes, sir.
Just to kind of look after our interests. And I guess if there's any questions at all, this is a great time to raise them. This doesn't guarantee that these parcels will be acquired. It just starts the ball rolling with the legal counsel from the land bank to start petitioning the court. They like to do these in batches because then on one hand, there's an efficiency in their processes, but also there's a familiarity with the court in processing these sequentially. They're not relearning the statutes and all that each time. There's an efficiency there as well with the court. So that's why these will probably come bunched together as whenever these come up. And in concert also with other communities that have other parcels as well. So this is not just the only thing the land bank is looking to acquire or seek abandonment on. It's just ours. So.
Mr. Mayor, I'd also like to add that I think it's a nice tool for us to have to help us in our quest to clean up some of the abandoned and dilapidated properties within the village hall, within the village of Beach Park, should I say, pardon me.
Yep. The reality is some of these parcels will never be acquired by anyone else because the tax liens on them exceed the value of the property or are so large that there would be no benefit in acquiring the property through a tax sale, that nobody would pay that much for it. The land bank can extinguish those taxes and has access to funds such as our APP grant. The land bank has a large APP grant for demolitions and property maintenance, which then takes some of the burden off of the village as well. So, okay, any other discussion or questions? All right, would ask the clerk to please call the roll. What's the resolution number?
It's 33.
33. All right, thank you.
Okay. Trustee Miller,
Aye.
Trustee Addison,
Aye.
Trustee Sidik,
Aye.
Trustee Wells,
Aye.
Trustee Gust,
Aye.
Trustee Jensen.
Emphatically aye.
Right, motion carries. Thank you. Trustee Wells, you have another one.
Next, we have a motion authorizing an ordinance repealing ordinance number 2020-0-11 and vacating a portion of Paxton Drive, which has been provided for the board's consideration. The plat of vacation, which is marked Exhibit A in the ordinance, has not been modified since the original vacation ordinance was approved. Also, for your information, an ordinance vacating a portion of Paxton Drive was approved on March 26th and executed April 8th. Paxton Drive was to be reconfigured as part of the KC development, and the portion connecting to Sherman Road was to become part of the development parcel. Vacation ordinance required the developer to provide the compensation for the right-of-way within 120 days. Due to the delays in obtaining approvals from various agencies, the developer was not able to arrange for the closing of the development parcel within the time frame originally anticipated. Thus, the outstanding issues that were pending have been resolved, and the developer wishes to proceed with the project. The original vacation ordinance became null and void on August the 6th, but must be formally repealed. And again, I entertain this in the form of a motion.
All right, we have a motion by Trustee Wells,
Second Miller.
second by Trustee Miller. Discussion. All right, this one's pretty clean, and we've already done it once. So, Mary Jo, what is the ordinance number?
20.
Was that a 20?
Yeah, 20.
Thank you. All right, would you please call the roll?
Trustee Addison,
Aye.
Trustee Sidik,
Aye.
Trustee Wells,
Aye.
Trustee Gust,
Aye.
Trustee Jensen,
Aye.
Trustee Miller.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my report.
Thank you. Next up is an ordinance that will be presented by the administrator. As this particular ordinance does relate directly to myself, I need to recuse myself, and we need a motion to elect a president pro tem.
For this item only, for item 10C only.
Or we could do it through the end of the meeting because everything else in the meeting is pretty.
You could do that too. You could do that too if you like.
Why don't we do it that way? That we save a couple of steps.
All right.
Mayor, I'll give you a motion to elect a temporary chair for item 10C only.
Okay.
Trustee Gus will second it.
And did we name who that person is?
I'll amend my motion to name our most senior member, Regina Miller.
Okay, so we have a motion to appoint Trustee Miller as President Pro Tem for item 10C only. And we have a second by Trustee Gust. Any discussion on this? Clerk, please call the roll.
Trustee Siddick,
Aye.
Trustee Wells,
Aye.
Trustee Gust,
Aye.
Trustee Jensen,
Aye.
Trustee Miller,
Aye.
Trustee Addison.
Aye.
All right, motion carries. I am standing aside.
Whoa, where'd he go? Disappeared.
Would you like me to present the information?
Oh,
Ma'am?
I'll just read. We're on to ordinances and resolutions, item C. And this is an ordinance deleting certain property from the redevelopment project area for the Green Bay Road Tax Increment Financing District. And the property address is 39155 North Macri Avenue. And yes, please, Administrator Huber.
That being said, as the mayor is the contract person for that property, and we, village, approved the conditional use permit at the last board meeting, if you recall. State statutes prohibit elected officials from owning property in the TIF district, so this ordinance will remove that property and notify the taxing districts as well as other interested parties that that property will be removed from the TIF district, subject to your approval of that ordinance. So we need a motion.
I'll give you the motion if you need a motion to approve. But first, I'd like you to read the Exhibit A legal description, if you don't mind, Mark.
It's memorized. He has that memorized.
Yes.
Anyway, consider that a motion. If
Do we have a second?
Second.
Second, okay. Okay, so we have a motion by Trustee Jensen, second by Trustee Wells. This is a time for any questions or comments. And hearing none, I will ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Trustee Wells,
Aye.
Trustee Gust,
Aye.
Trustee Jensen,
Aye.
Trustee Miller,
Aye.
Trustee Addison,
Aye.
Trustee Siddick.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries, and that is ordinance number 21. And I think that's the end of that section.
Oh, look who's back.
Virtually and literally.
All right, well, as that motion was to have the President Pro Tem Miller for item 10C only, we will then continue back to the unfinished business in item 11. We have none on the agenda. I would ask if there's any new business for our village board tonight.
I just have a question for our administrator, something I wanted to bring them up earlier, but I didn't have the paperwork and I found it. In your last weekly update, you mentioned something about an expansion of a middle lane on York House Road. Is that going to be the entire length of York House Road in Beach Park, or what's that encompass?
The Lake County Department of Transportation is started off phase 1 for widening of York House Road from Green Bay Road all the way to Sheridan Road. So that is, will encompass, at least initially, the plans were to just have a, middle lane, essentially make it a 5-lane profile. We have a meeting with them tomorrow, and Trustee Jensen had asked a question earlier this week about that. We will be talking with them. We have a couple meetings allowed by their contract to meet with their engineers and express our issues with York House Road. One of the big ones being obviously stormwater conveyance through that corridor from essentially was at Chestnut all the way down to Sheridan Road. So we'll be meeting with them at least tomorrow, the first meeting, to talk about those improvements. So if anybody has any other concerns, please, shoot me an email or something too. If you have other things you want mentioned, but this is phase one only and just starting to kick off for that project. So,
Did you say 5-lane profile?
yes, sir.
No, 3-lane.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did say 5.
Okay.
It is 3. Thank you for
I
that
was gonna
correction.
say, that's.
Yeah, no, thank you.
That
Yep,
might
yep.
alleviate some of the
No.
problems because we're taking a whole row of houses out.
No, you're right. I'm sorry for
right.
misspoke. It is only 3-lane. It is being widened though for 3-lane profile, not 5.
So what you said about the drain, would they have to move any of those water lines?
Well, that'll be part of the issues we'll be discussing, as far as
Oh,
design and,
might be an
and
opportunity to
associated.
get some of that corrected then.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't we have
Right.
drainage problems at D Woody and York House as well?
We've
So
had,
there was some culvert issues there.
That got corrected. The city of Waukegan made a repair there and corrected a good portion of that problem. I haven't heard any problems since that happened. I could be wrong.
Well, if they widen it, they may have to further amend that. And of course, the question, as we discussed in TIF meeting, is pedestrians. Mark, is there any consideration that you know of for pedestrian traffic in this plan?
Excellent point too. May and I briefly spoke about York House earlier. One thing with the widening is they probably are likely going to have to provide detention for the project. So where that'll occur and what might happen along the way, that's going to be an issue. And the opportunity for regional detention on our part might be something we can talk with them about. But yeah, to your specific question, this time on the bike paths and pedestrian trafficability, yes. I'm certain that they are going to be looking towards the village for contributions on our end for that.
Of course they will. Well, we're a complete streets community, so we'll have
Correct.
to do that, I guess.
Well, and they do too, so yes.
but it is their right of way. So,
So
Yes.
we only have to pay where we own the cross streets.
yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, that might be a place for an in-street bike lane. Who knows? There are a lot of people walking on the shoulder and on the road. There's even a gentleman pushing a hot dog cart, and he pushed it down the grass. To his credit, he wasn't in the road yesterday, but that's, every day something new. I've had a hot dog vendor running around the village before, so he's there.
Were they good hot dogs?
I didn't stop him to find out.
Does he have a permit?
In Waukegan, maybe.
He was on the Waukegan side when I saw him, so he was probably needed a Waukegan permit.
Well, he was in my neighborhood too, so pushing. his
Well, I didn't
and
say he
ringing a bell.
wasn't. He probably came out of Beach Park to get into Waukegan.
Yeah, maybe he lives in Beach Park.
Yeah, we've got eyes on him now. We're tracking him down. So,
What was he wearing? Was he wearing a mask, Mayor? That's your
no
question.
mask,
No mask.
no
Oh.
mask, but lots of bells ringing when he walks. So,
Yeah, lots of bells. Right?
yeah. All right.
Mm.
Any other items of new business that we should entertain tonight? All right. This is our second chance for citizens wishing to address the board, but I still don't see any unidentified people on here. And speak up if you are. Okay, we have no cause tonight for an executive session. And all we need is an item.
Mayor,
Yes,
would you entertain a motion to adjourn at this time?
I certainly would do.
And I'll offer that motion.
I would say that we have both a motion by trustee Jensen and a second by trustee Addison, based on my hearing and visual prowess.
Yeah, right.
There you go. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Gust,
Aye.
trustee Jensen,
Aye.
trustee Miller,
Hi.
trustee Addison,
Aye.
trustee Siddick,
Oh, as much as I would love to say no, I'm going to have to say aye.
and trustee Wells.
All right. I think we're adjourned. If we're not, it's close enough. Good night, everybody.
Thank
Thank you.
you, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night. Thank you.
Good
Good
weekend.
night.
Go Bears.
Go Bears.